Hi everyone, this is Killshot from the 999 Army, and this is The Passage, Season 1, Episode 4, Whose Blood Is That? It is Jared Goff's. If you watched a little bit of the Super Bowl, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here tonight. Just a couple thoughts. This is our Passage pregame party. We count it down. We do this every week. So no spoilers out there. We know what we know just from the little bit of a summary that is out there. So we know there's going to be a little bit of ice involved in this. So we know there's going to be some blood. It looks like Brad convinces Sykes to let him and Amy go outside. And then all hell is going to break loose tonight, basically. Fanning looks like he's starting to get in the minds of people. The vampires are starting to, or the virals as they're called, are going to start taking over. And this looks like where it might be the beginning. We need that signature moment to where it becomes scary and spooky. We've had a couple little hints, but I think tonight's going to be that. I think we're going to start to see some of the power and some of the people taking control of. So let me jump around and get some of your thoughts about the passage so far. I know a lot of people, you guys look like you want to talk about the Super Bowl and a whole lot of other stuff. So yesterday just didn't seem like very good television all the way around. The Super Bowl was mildly entertaining. The commercials were not good commercials, as normal. There were a couple. And the halftime show had some opportunity as well. Hope tonight. So, Walani, you think tonight is going to be the big escape? Well, it does seem like if Brad convinces them to, or Sykes to let him go outside, that at least they won't be trapped inside. That seems like the big setup, right? Yeah, I thought so. Anyone, you guys have any favorite commercials from last night? Look, I wasn't unhappy with the result. I was okay that the Patriots won. It just wasn't one of those, it just wasn't super entertaining. Like several of the people I talked to did like the Harrison Ford ad and a couple of Bud Light commercials. The Avenger trailer, Game of Thrones commercial, Bud Light. Too Toxic says, is this a zombie type show? A little bit. I mean, it's virals or vampires, but yeah, it's got a little bit of that zombie flair to it. The main difference is, zombies are kind of brainless and can't really control their actions. It's kind of neat because the Whisperers are really one of the first groups to harness the zombies' actions to get them to kind of do what helps them. But the virals they're smart. They might be smarter than the humans. Hippo in the house. What's up, Hippo? Just checking out a couple comments here. It does look like Fanning is finally going to get a little bit more control. This guy's name slips me. Who's the dude in the ice bucket? Because tonight he's going to start wreaking some havoc on some people. Fanning's going to take him over because I guess he got this fever and they put him in this big thing of ice, and he starts seeing Fanning. He says, "I don't want to die," and Fanning says, "Well, don't, Anthony." It's going to take a little while. It's probably going to take a season. Is it Anthony Carter? Tonight he's going to become a viral, like full-fledged. I'm just wondering who he's going to take out. We don't know the characters well enough to start really losing any of them. That's the thing. Well, I like that. Hippo says, I'm not sure if this show is for me, but I'm always down to chill with the 999 Army. Exactly. You can't always tell in the first few episodes. Tonight, I think, has to be a turning point. Would you guys agree? I mean, this is episode 4. We gotta have something major. It's cute. The relationships are being forged. There's borderline evil. But we're going to have to start to see some of those powers kick in. Yeah, I do agree with that. I thought the backstory was pretty good. We want it to be the next Walking Dead. We want it to be a major hit. But the fact that we don't know all the characters' names, I should tell you that it's just, we're still testing the waters a little bit. I mean, we know Brad and Amy and Sykes and Fanning. But yeah, I think you get to the 4th episode, you're a month in. Tell the story with the flashbacks. And I did like it. And the reaction, I mean, we got good reactions last week. You know what, Darlene, that is a great point. Has anyone checked the ratings on the show? I will say it's getting pretty good reviews. And I even saw like comicbook.com got their review up there, I think last week. I saw them. I think it was the first one. Comicbook.com gives it 9 out of 9 or something. I don't know what it was. It was. Well, I mean, what are they going to say? I don't know. They criticize a lot. We will know with the reaction video. So I'm going to say this. You guys should know this already. But the reaction video is going to be on the 999 Dead channel. If you guys are subscribed to 999 Gaming, 999 Dead, and the 999 Army, you'll never miss a stream. So we will do the recap over there and the fan reactions. And that's going to be 10/10. So right after the show, we will be ready to go. And that's an important stream for me because I really get to gauge your interest and whether it's just captivating your attention. So Heart of Nixie says, well, you know, it's a good point if it doesn't work out. So first of all, I really want it to work out. Secondly, we got Stranger Things that we're going to be doing. We got Game of Thrones that we're going to be doing. So we got plenty of content that's out there. Fear the Walking Dead was kind of a natural. If we're going to do Walking Dead, we're going to do Fear the Walking Dead. This show was one that I thought, one, would appeal to our audience, but also it gives us a chance to just sort of see if people are going to make time for it, see what the interest level is. And most of it so far, 2 things that people have said. One, they like the way they're doing the flashbacks. And secondly, they like the dynamic between Brad and Amy. But the other stuff is we're just waiting to see it. Well, and I guess there was a third. The third is, most people say, the books are really good. So I have heard that as well. And I just gave you 3 examples. So what is it that you guys like most about the passage so far? And was it something different than what I just mentioned? I see Wilson and Omicron both like the acting from Amy. Chris says, do you think when she screams and protects Brad from the monster, a dream or real time? I think it's going to be both. Chris, I think it's just going to continue to happen. Brad's dream, the look on his face last week was a little... I don't think it was the best of acting. I'll put it that way. We'll get a few more comments in here. Once again, if you guys are tuning in a little bit late, this is The Passage. This is our countdown show, getting ready to kick it off in about 50 minutes. So these countdowns are not super, super long streams, just a chance to sort of hang, chill a little bit. Darlene likes the creep factor. I think I would like that. I just need a little bit more of it. I didn't want to make this, about The Walking Dead, and I won't. But one thing that I appreciate about The Walking Dead is how it started with a small group and how they really got you into the characters early. And then when you see these other shows like Fear the Walking Dead and like The Passage to a certain degree, it's so hard to get connected to a large group of people to where you're going to be sad whenever they leave. Because part of the challenge is they have to kill people off. Otherwise, it's just building the story. We're going to get bored with it. But if you kill people off too fast, then you never get attached to them. It's tough. That's why, I don't know. I don't know we'll ever get that attached. Game of Thrones did a good job of it, Walking Dead, but other than those two shows, it's really hard to kind of duplicate that success. I think the only way you can do it is really make like a kind of a choppy story and introduce a whole lot of people in the beginning, instead of just cycling them in and out. We'll see. I'm not going to judge it yet. I think I have a threshold of 4 episodes, 5, 6 episodes or so before I'm really going to demand a little bit more. But I'm down with it so far. I'm good. I like it. But I think it's time to take the next step. And it's got to happen tonight. All right, so let me throw out just a couple announcements. You guys are tuning in. Thank you so much for being here. I love the countdown. Amy Ferrer says, I'm only invested in Little Girl and Brad. Okay. And, here, I will say this. Brad's wife is starting to get an alternate storyline. I hope she makes it tonight because she wants to talk to the reporter. Maybe that's the way they need to do it. You got kind of like Brad and Amy developing their story, and you got Brad's wife. She's sort of trying to get redemption. And then, maybe Sykes, maybe a couple of the other people might be salvageable. But it does appear that, I don't know, Sykes and a couple other people that work on the Noah project, when Fanning gets control, we may have a group of about 8 to 10. That's when I think it'd be cool. Let a few of them escape, get a group of about 8 to 10, and then let them just start infecting people. Shauna Babcock. Yeah, felt bad for her, but, tonight it's about survival. And since we feel bad for her, see, that's that sympathy mode. If she's one of the major villains on the show, how do you feel bad for somebody that's going to be eating people? And she might be more popular than some of the heroes. Yeah, Lacey made it. So what we'll need is some Fear of the Walking Dead coincidence. Brad and Amy, they go one direction. Brad's wife and Lacey, they're kind of waiting. They see something happening on the news or something going down like that, and then they go another direction. And then a couple of the doctors, and all of a sudden they just all happen to meet up. Like, how'd you get here? I don't know. How'd you get here? Okay, there's vampires everywhere or virals everywhere. And then they just got to start finding people who are still alive. But here's the thing. the show will not become really, really cool until a major character gets a weapon. So, I'm going to ask you guys. Let's fast forward. Maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. Before we wind this stream down, Brad's weapon of choice. If we make it to season 2 and Brad is fighting virals, what does Brad use as his weapon of choice? All good shows have to have weapons. Like, what is it? Game of Thrones, is it Valyrian steel? And then you got crossbows and you got katanas in The Walking Dead. A needle, a stake. I mean, they can't just go around and run from virals. They're going to have something to fight back with. An ice pick. Garlic. Guns with silver bullets. I mean, that'll be interesting to see if they take that turn, what can fight these guys, and if they'll really fight them like you fight vampires. I'm interested to see if it's going to become a full-blown vampire show, or they're really going to have to get into medicine and figure out other ways to fight them. That's a great question, Kel. They die, come back to life. What kills them? That's why they're going to need at least one of these doctors. And I think they're giving us the idea like the doctors have sold their soul, for this experiment. And they're going to sell it as, well, look, there's an epidemic. We got to do it for the good of society. But then when everything goes to hell, and they're trying to figure out a way to beat them, they're going to need a couple doctors to help them out with that. I don't think the people that appear to be bad right now, other than the virals, I don't think they're going to stay that way. And I like that. I can deal with that. I mean, in the beginning with I don't want to compare this whole show to Walking Dead, but my brain just kind of goes back to it. You didn't always know who to trust and who not to trust. So it could be like, what is your motive? All right. And with that, we are going to wind it down. We are 17 minutes in. So you guys, thank you for being here. Grab some snacks. Get ready for the passage. We will be back, not on this channel tonight. We'll be on 999 Dead at 10:10 to do our passage reactions. A couple more announcements that I want to make. Tomorrow night is Tuesday night. We are going to be talking The Walking Dead. We got some continued information from the premiere. Many of you guys saw it yesterday, but a couple storylines that we're going to talk about. Wednesday night, we're also going to be on 999 Dead with Walking Dead topic, and Thursday night as well. And then on Saturday morning, 11 o'clock, and then on Sunday, of course, it's going to be Walking Dead Day, right? Because many of us watched the premiere, but we're going to treat this coming up Sunday just like it never happened. So we're going to do our countdown, we're going to do our topics, and I do want to announce a couple more things that we're going to do that I'm definitely going to include each and every one of you in. You know what? I'm not. I'm going to save it. I'll make an announcement in the middle of the week. It is going to be a brand new stream that we're going to do, and we're going to roll it out. I'm going to keep it a secret for now. Only a couple people know about it. But I will definitely include all of your thoughts, all of your insights, just the way we always do it. So stay tuned for that as well. Hey, thanks everybody. Give this video a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. No matter what you like to talk about, whether it's Stranger Things, The Passage, Game of Thrones, Walking Dead, we cover a little bit of everything. Thank you so much, everybody. I will talk to you at 10:10 on the 999 Dead channel. Peace.